then strong password, then social media safety, and then lastly the careers in cybersecurity. So now let's take a look at what security means. So like I said before, when you think of security, what comes to your mind? Security, safety, protection. So security means a state or sense of safety. Then now moving on to cybersecurity. So cybersecurity is actually the ongoing effort to protect individuals, organizations, government from digital attacks by protecting our network systems and data from unauthorized use or So what's the meaning of all this? So it actually means that as individuals, we are supposed to learn how to protect our data, protect our online presence from scammers, from frauds, right? So some of you might think, oh, I can't be scammed. I don't have an online presence. So for you to, even ordinary, to just Google answer, or you are searching for something online, that means you actually have an online presence. So apart from you having social media accounts, that's another way of showing that, oh, you have an online presence, right? So now, why is cybersecurity important? You might be thinking, oh, okay, we are protecting our data and the likes. So that's not all, right? So protection of personal information, prevention of financial loss, ensuring privacy and safe online presence, and maintaining integrity of data. So when you're talking of personal information, we're talking of like personal data like your date of birth, your place of birth, your mother's maiden name, your phone number, even your pictures online. They are part of your personal informations. So how do we okay, what can attackers or cyber criminals do with this? Let's take a scenario for an example. I okay, your social media account gets hacked and now you start using you and start posting various stuffs online. So people don't even know. People are not aware that you are not the one posting, right? But then your image, your reputation is at stake at that moment. True or false? True. Or your WhatsApp account gets hacked and the person and cyber criminal starts messaging your contact list for them to, okay, probably I'm saying, oh, I'm broke. Can you send me a sum of 100,000 naira? I would refund at the end of the month. I, as a friend, would definitely think, oh, okay, you're sending the message, right? Because it's your account, definitely. And if I've actually been borrowing you money before, I'll tell you, oh, it's not the first time. So there's no need for me to start calling you to verify or something. Send the money to your account and that's it, right? So it actually leads to financial loss also because I sending you money because you requested for it. You can't start telling me, oh, I won't be able to refund your money because my WhatsApp got hacked. It's none of my business. You have to refund my money. True or false? True. So ensuring privacy and safety. So many of us, so many times we just post stuffs online, probably including our locations. Most of the time, the apps even ask you, "Oh, do you want to make use of your location? Do you want your location to appear online?" Without reading, you pick allow, you click allow, and before you know, live locations are attached to your pictures, and cyber criminals can trace you. If you are someone that runs online very, very well, all they need to do is just trace your location, and before you know, they're at your doorstep. And also maintaining integrity of data. So most of the times, when we look at the financial institutions, they have a department called the Information Security Department. So this department is just to ensure safety, making sure fraud and scams are very, very minimal. So imagine you waking up and you're trying to withdraw your money from the bank and you just heard of the news that, oh, your bank got hacked. What's the first thing that will come to your mind? You'll be like, nothing should happen to my money. True of course. So that's why cybersecurity is very, very important. And it's not the work of just the information security department, but everyone's work. Because if you actually click a malicious link online and your money got swiped, like they wipe your money, you cannot blame the bank. The bank will not refund your money because they usually create that awareness that, oh, don't click suspicious link, do this, do that, and the likes. So we have models of cybersecurity. We have the CIA. What did I say? CIA. So let that click CIA. So we have the confidentiality, we have the integrity, and we have the availability. So when you're talking of confidentiality, we are talking of privacy. So privacy of data. Why do you need to keep your online presence private? Why do you need to keep information private? Like, why do you need to keep information confidential from unauthorized people? So it's just like, okay, TCK Zone has a particular document, probably the list of all their students. That's a confidential information, right? So why do they need to keep this private? So cyber criminals can start, because I'm sure they will have probably date of birth of the students, address, phone number, and the likes, or email addresses also. So cyber criminals can actually pick these email addresses, start sending phishing emails to everyone, and they would think, oh, it's CCK Zone that sent this message to them, and they'll click without even verifying and the likes. So that's why confidentiality is very, very important. So I'm sure they would actually have like probably a password lock to the document, or they have certain people that can actually have access to that document. It's not everyone that would actually have access to that document because it's not a public information. So it's limited. That's when confidentiality actually comes in. Then we have integrity. This is talking of making sure that data is not modified, is not altered. So, okay, I'm sending a message to you now that, oh, the meeting is scheduled for 5 p.m. what? And what you are receiving is the meeting is scheduled for 4 p.m. what? There's a miscommunication there, right? So that means the data or the information I'm trying to pass across has actually been modified. So the integrity is no longer there. Then we have availability. So it means that data must be available like at all times. Any data that you're making use of that must be available. You have to make sure like you do everything possible to make sure the data is available. So imagine you're trying to check your bank balance, your account balance now, or you're trying to make transfer, you're in a grocery store and you're trying to make transfer and your mobile app is not working, it's not opening. What will you do in that case? It's very, very frustrating, right? So that's why banks, they need to make sure, apart from banks, any information that people need, like they need it to be readily available, they make sure that it's always available, regardless of network and the likes. Then we have personal data. So personal data actually refers to information about you, like I said before, your date of birth, even your pictures, information, messages, chats that you exchange with family members. Then we have identity theft. So what is identity theft? So cyber criminals, they are not content with stealing your money for short-term financial gains only. They are also invested in long-term identity theft also. So imagine, like I said, impersonation, someone hijacking your account, trying to spoil your reputation and the likes. That's identity theft because the public are not aware that, oh, your account has actually been hijacked, right? Then who else actually wants your data? One, your internet service providers. They use it for advertisements. Like they even sell, sometimes they sell your data to all these advertising companies. Okay, let's say you make use of a website often, let's say Jumia, for example, or just any website. I don't want to mention names, just any website, and you actually shop on that website. So those websites, they know, oh, this is what you actually like, or you are scrolling on Instagram, you're always checking bags or fashion items. They are aware that, oh, this person likes so thing. So before you know, there's targeted advertisements already. Anything you scroll, you just be like, "Ah, why are these people bringing bags, just because you just searched." So they already did a targeted advertisement for you. Then, like I said, social media platforms also like TikTok. Just go to TikTok now, start looking at dance videos. Before you know, the post you'll be seeing dance videos, dance videos. So now, classwork. So can you think of an example where you've actually experienced or you've heard of cyber criminals having access to your financial information online, or probably you've seen scenarios whereby someone says, "Oh, somebody sent me an SMS that I want something and I should click to actually claim my reward," and before you know, my money got got wiped from my account and the likes. Or another scenario whereby you are called that, "Oh, I am so from your bank. I need you to actually share the OTP that was sent to your mobile number just now." And you sent it, and before you know, the money is gone. So I would like everyone to think of scenarios whereby they've actually been scammed, or they've heard of someone being scammed, or yeah. So is there anyone that would like to share their experience with us, or any experience they've heard of? Anybody? Delight?
All right.
Um,
Okay, Timothy.
All right. Let me share one. Sorry, I'm joining you. My it's a self experience, but it
Okay.
was on a WhatsApp. Yeah, I was on a fateful day. I actually did not do the two-step verification security code. I was supposed to do my two-step verification security on my WhatsApp, and which I didn't do. So I was at a tailor shop trying to get my clothes, and my attention was not really with my phone at that point in time. So I got a call that from someone that I'm in your church group WhatsApp. There's a Zoom link that was sent for a particular meeting, and there's an access code that you need to um get in touch for verification. So at that point in time, the person like, "Oh, just check your phone. There's a passcode for the Zoom meeting that was sent for the church uh, program that needed to be registered and stuff." So immediately when I checked, then he was like, "Okay, just give me the number immediately." I never knew. My attention was not really there. I just like, okay, I just went through and I started calling the number. Before I know, the person started. Uh, Immediately my WhatsApp was almost gone. So at that point in time, I had to quickly recover it. So at that point, he was almost trying to take over my WhatsApp. So, but then, thank God that I was able to recover it immediately and do my two-step verification security. So that's actually my own experience. Then I've probably not even probably I've seen a situation where some not even young men, some elderly people will have issues in terms of somebody calling them from the bank and saying that he's calling from the customer care, that they have an issue with their accounts. They will say yes, okay, can they tell them the 4 or 6 digits of their ATM or from the BVN or ATM card, and probably they will share. Before you know, their money is gone. So so many experiences. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Timothy. So I know everyone must have actually experienced or heard of different cyber frauds, and methods in which cyber criminals carry out their social engineering attacks. It's so sad, and that's why there's a need for us to always create the awareness, always tell people, always tell your family members, because it can actually happen to anyone. It can happen. You can say, oh, I've enabled my 2FA. Okay, what's of your mom? What's of your auntie? What's of your uncle? Right? So it's actually our responsibility also to create the awareness, make people aware that, oh, there's a way, there are new tactics, new techniques in which these people, because they can be so smart, they use tools, they can trick people, and you definitely think, oh, you're giving out confidential information to someone that is trusted. So imagine you're hearing, oh, I'm from your bank. Definitely, you'll be calm and feel like, oh, okay, they're from my bank, without even verifying, right? So moving on, we have common cyber threats. We have social engineering, we have man-in-the-middle attack, and we have malware. So I'll take on the definition of social engineering. So basically, social engineering is just cyber criminals tricking people into giving out their sensitive informations. So we'll take a look at social engineering deeper in the next few pages. But then man-in-the-middle attack. So man-in-the-middle attack is just all about like a scenario I created before that, okay, I'm sending you a message that, oh, the meeting is starting by 5 p.m., but you're receiving a message that the meeting is starting by 4 p.m. with a link attached to it. So definitely there has actually been modification of data there. So there's someone in the middle that actually, that's the technical part of cybersecurity. So I won't go deeper into that. Then we have malware. Okay, so let's just take an example for man-in-the-middle attack. Probably public Wi-Fi now, right? So there's a way in which someone can actually just set up a public Wi-Fi just to gain people's attention. And okay, let's take I'm an attacker for an example. I set up a public Wi-Fi. I know definitely people like Awoof, and they said Awoof they rub belle. So I know people like Awoof, but they will definitely want to connect. But then I would make sure I intercept, and everything you are doing on your phone, I'll be seeing it on my own end without you even knowing. So imagine you are now making use of your mobile application at that time, or you are inputting passwords and like I'm seeing password like this in front of me. So imagine things I can actually do with those informations that I've actually gotten. Then now let's take a look at malware. So malware means a malicious software, right? So malware, that's malicious software. So it's actually a software installed on a computer without a user's consent, right? And it performs malicious actions such as stealing your passwords or money. Okay, so let's move on to types of malware. So we have worms. Worms is actually a malicious software, and it is actually capable of replicating itself without human intervention. Before you know, it is now on your network, it's everywhere on your computer. Then we have Trojans. So there's a story about Trojans, right? So okay, let me just narrate the little story. So there's a particular village. So it's actually experiencing war between that particular village. There was war between that particular village and the neighboring village. So this particular village, they thought, oh, we've conquered the neighboring village. Unknowing to them, something big happened. So they saw this very big wooden structure at the entrance of their village. So they were like so amazed that, oh, this is so beautiful, and the lights, and it was very heavy. They didn't mind. They carried it to their village square just for everybody to come and see and admire and the likes. Before they knew it, the armies from the neighboring village were inside that particular structure and they started attacking them. So that's the story of Trojans. So Trojans particularly, they act as if no, they are legitimate softwares. Meanwhile, they are illegitimate. They are capable of like doing a whole lot. Then we have ransomware. So have you heard of any scenario whereby, okay, let's take for an example, your WhatsApp gets hijacked by cyber criminals. And then I'll tell you, they put a phone call through and tell you that, oh, Timothy, if you want us to release your WhatsApp account, you have to pay us so amount. So will you actually pay that money? I need somebody to answer. If somebody hijack your WhatsApp and tell you to pay so amount so that they will release it, will you pay? But the people on this call, any other participants? Okay, Delight. Is Delight here with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so did you hear the question?
Yes, I heard it.
Okay, so will you actually pay yes or no?
Actually, I would not pay
Okay, why?
because I'm not even sure if they're going to give it back to me or if they'll just continue using it to extort me.
Very
So what
good.
I'll do is that I'll make another account and just try to inform all my contacts that my other account has been hijacked.
Okay, very good. That's a very amazing answer. Thank you so much. So I was about to say that also if the answer was actually yes. So the best option for you is just leave the account. Try your best to recover. Send mails to if it's Facebook, send them mail and the likes. If it's WhatsApp, just try your best to recover the account and inform your contact is that oh your WhatsApp has actually been hijacked. So that's the best thing because you don't even know if you pay them now, will they even return the account back to you? So now moving on to adware. So the full meaning of adware is advertising malware. So this is where I don't know if you've seen scenarios where you just start seeing pop-ups, advertisements here and there. There are some websites that when you visit the website, you start seeing advert here and there. It's so annoying. It's always so annoying. So that's advertising malware. Then we have spyware. So this is a scenario whereby a cyber criminal is seeing everything that is ongoing in your account or on your computer and the likes. So this actually starts from probably you click a malicious link or you download from untrusted websites and the likes. Then we have rootkits also. This is creation of backdoors by cyber criminals to your computer systems. Then we have keyloggers. Keyloggers also is a situation whereby attackers will be seeing all the keys that you are clicking on your keyboard. Everything you are clicking, you will see the attacker will be seeing it. That's keyloggers. They'll be logging every key. Then we have social engineering, like I mentioned earlier. That is how cyber criminals actually trick you into giving them your sensitive informations, right? So we have what we know as phishing, vishing, and smishing. So when we're talking of phishing, we are talking of malicious emails being sent to you. Okay, so a cyber criminal can just sit down and they'll just create a website that looks exactly like is actually like a mail that is actually coming from your bank or from any trusted organization. Once they are aware that oh usually make use of this particular website or usually visit this particular website often, they'll just create like a mail and send to you. So you unknowing to you now, since you've actually been receiving mails from your bank before or from whatsoever platform, okay, probably they tell you, oh, you need to upgrade your account. Then unknowingly now you just click and think, oh, you want to. Then before you know, you're giving out your personal informations Then we have phishing. So phishing is a scenario whereby you are being called via phone call that, oh, so and so, I am your account manager. I am calling in order to verify your information. Okay, I'll send a link to you now. You can click the link to do whatsoever. And you would actually think, oh, this person is from my bank. And you click the link, and before you know it, something else is happening. And we have smishing. So smishing is from the word SMS. So it's from SMS. So once you receive text messages, so I've seen scenarios whereby they send text messages that, oh, come and collect COVID money. I mean, Tinubu is giving out free money. And you too, lad, that you like a wolf, you go and click and say what's collect free money. Before you know what's happening, your account is gone. Then how do we actually protect against social engineering attacks? Because it's very, very important for us to know how to protect ourselves. So it's not just about knowing their tactics, because they can be very, very smart. They can be very smart. I've seen scenarios whereby a cyber criminal already knows that, oh, this particular organization, they used to order printer from this so company. They now sent a mail just exactly as if no, it's coming from that company, and sent it to them and tell them to order printers at a cheaper rate. And before you know, you have ordered, they'll send you account to pay to, you have paid. Before you know what's happening, your money is gone. Then I've seen scenarios whereby they'll call you and pretend like your CEO at work and tell you to send so amount. And because it's your CEO that is calling you now, you too, without verification, you send the money. So how do we protect ourselves against social engineering attacks? Number one, like very, very important, like I said before, is awareness. Let's create the awareness within our family, within our friends. So let's train people on how to identify social engineering attacks, right? There was a day somebody called my mommy and was like, I'm calling from your bank. Can you call bank? Meanwhile, my mommy does not have an account with that bank. She was not still explaining to them that, I don't have account. I said, God. So imagine if she now had an account with them, definitely she would continue that conversation with them. Even though she has been hearing of different techniques that they use, that we have been telling them. So we still have to just keep on creating that awareness and informing them. Then we have multi-factor authentication. So it actually requires, like Timothy said, enabling 2FA on our WhatsApp. So how many of us actually has 2FA enabled on our WhatsApp? You can just raise up your hand. I'm waiting. So we all don't have 2FA enabled. But I know Timothy mentioned earlier that he has 2FA enabled. So it's very, very important that we have 2FA enabled on our WhatsApp, on different platforms. So all you have to do is download authentication app, right, and link it to your account. So like for WhatsApp, I think you have to go to settings and privacy, then enable 2FA. It's like within seconds you have enabled 2FA. All you have to do is put your PIN that only you that you know. That's all you have to do. Then I think Instagram too, you can link your authentication apps. And authentication apps is free. We have Google authentication app and we have others also. Every time it changes the code, that is being sent. So it's very, very useful. Then we have emails. Do not open emails like the attachment. Do not click on URLs or non URLs. When someone sends you a mail what you have to first think of is, oh, do I know the sender? First check the sender. Am I expecting a mail from this person? If I'm not, verify the sender. Probably, okay, the cyber criminal is claiming, oh, they are from Access Bank. All I have to do is go online, check Access Bank official email address. I'll check, oh, does this actually tally with the mail that was being sent from the sender's mail? Yes or no? I'll check for grammatical errors also. But now they use tools to even construct their words. So that grammatical error, that one is by the way. So I'll check that. Then once there's a link attached, make sure you just over, let's say this is a link, just over on the link like this. If there's another link that is different from what is showing, just know that don't try and click that link. Or there's an attachment. Do not download attachment from unverified sources. Then how do we identify phishing attacks? Like I said, always look for errors. Like, oh, I know my bank logo now. Look at the logo very well. There must be something suspicious. If it's the color, the font, anything, there's always something suspicious. Then we look for errors, look for mistakes, check the sender's address, verify the links that was actually sent, and before you actually click. Then why should we have strong password? Why does strong passwords matter? You might think it's just password nah. It's not just password. So strong passwords are actually a way in which we can defend against unauthorized access to our accounts. So imagine your password being public. That means there is unauthorized access to that particular account because it's no longer private. Password is there so that only you can actually have access to that account. Then in order to prevent cyber criminals from gaining access to our data, that's why strong password actually matters. So now let's take a look at characteristics of a strong password. So a strong password must actually have at least, you can see the word list is there, 12 characters. So we have the length, complexity. So making sure you combine both uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. So if your password does not have uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters, the combination of these four, then you need to change it. Then your password must be unique. I know of some people, they'll tell you they have just one password for all accounts, it is actually very, very bad. Because once cyber criminals gain access to just one account, then it's not even just one again. That means they have access to all your accounts. So you're not just battling with maybe WhatsApp account only, you're also battling with Instagram and the likes also. Then we have randomness. Avoid using guessable information like your birthday. I'm sure some people still use their date of birth as password, which is like very, very because the first thing, if I want to guess your password, the first thing I'll think of is, oh, okay, let me guess your name or your nickname, your date of birth, your address, your pet name. Like information that are very, very easy. I'll first try those ones first before I now start thinking of mixing characters and the likes. Then creating strong passwords. You can make use of paraphrases like, okay, let's take a look at, let's say this is TCK Zone website, and I want to create a password. Let's say my username is, let's say my name is Sandra. That's my username, and I want to create a password. So I can say, oh, okay, this is this color blue, this color blue, this color is blue, right? Okay, I can say blue. Then we have orange. I can also say, oh, okay, what fruit is orange? Oh, carrots. Okay, I can say carrots. Then sunshine. I can just look for one word and include. Okay, let's say sunshine for an example. So anytime I visit this website, I'll definitely look at the blue that, oh, okay, blue, then orange, oh, okay, fruits, carrots. Then all I have to do is remember the last word that I actually added to it or something. So most of the time, people actually use the dollar sign to represent S. So we have blue carrots, sunshine, 9999, then the special characters. So just make use of paraphrases that you can always remember. Then make sure you include special characters. So I can just look at my keyboard now and feel like, oh, okay, special characters. So the first three special characters, I can use it for this particular website. Another website we want to create, I can use the fourth, fifth, sixth special character at the end of my password. So next time I'm visiting this password, I can try the first three. If it's not working, try the next three and see if it works. So there's no need for me to really cram the password. All I have to do is that, okay, there's a pattern that I use and paraphrases, right? Then mix case and numbers. Like this now, my dog rocks and the special characters. So a cyber criminal cannot just think of, oh, my dog rocks is a password without seeing it written somewhere. So apart from them using brute force and the likes, just a normal person trying to guess your password. Then avoid repetition and patterns. Not like you have to now continue using the same pattern. If somebody should decode it, that means all your accounts is actually gone, right? Then okay, so I would like someone to give me an example of a strong password. Anybody, you can write in the chat. Let's see if the password actually meets this requirement, or if this requirement is being met. Let's do that first. Anybody? Timothy Delights. Okay, so Timothy sent his own. So let's take a look at it. Let's see. Okay, so it has numbers. It has uppercase. It has lowercase. It has special characters. So very, very good. This is a nice password. So thank you, Timothy. So we have seen an example of password Timothy sent. So it actually met all the requirements. So now moving forward. Sorry. Okay. So we have techniques for safe password. So I've seen situations where people say, oh, okay, I can't start cramming passwords. It's a whole lot and like. So there's a solution to your problem. We have what we call the password manager. So this is a password management tool. It helps to generate the password for you. And it will now store it securely. So, but the problem, the issue we have with password managers is that once that particular password that you use for your password manager is being guessed by any cyber criminal, That means all the passwords that you saved in your password manager is actually public, is known to the cyber criminal. So when setting passwords for password manager, it needs to be complex password. You have to be like very, very careful with it, because once they have access to it, then all other passwords. Then we have the two-factor authentication. So like we said before, adding extra layer of security to our account is very, very important. Then common mistakes to avoid when you are creating passwords is reusing password. Do not use the same password across multiple platforms. Do not use your personal information, because that's the first thing a cyber criminal will think of. And do not use short passwords, because it will be very, very easy for them to crack. Then we have safe internet browsing. So everyone actually goes to either Google and the likes to search for one thing or the other, for information or answers to questions and the likes. So from there, we can just click malicious website without knowing, right? So all you have to do is probably you click the link and it's showing you this on my screen, showing not secure. That means the website is not secure. You're using HTTP, which is very, very bad. But once you are seeing this lock here and the S after this HTTP, this one here is HTTPS. The S is for secured. It means the website is secured. That's why you have this lock. So you are good to go. Then avoid downloading files from unverified sources. There are some people, they just go to any website, start downloading movies, start doing all sorts of things. And before you know it, they'll not start complaining that my laptop, the arrow is moving by itself, or it's coming up and going down, and the likes. Different scenarios that you'll be seeing that is happening. Not knowing that it was the website that they went to go and be downloading different stuffs. From there, they downloaded a malicious software, either worms, trojans, and the likes. A malware, they downloaded a malware and it's now disturbing their computer or hardware itself. You now start seeing different pop-ups on their laptop. Then be conscious with providing personal information online. Like this is also very, very important, because there are some people who just go online and be ranting. No filter. Just be saying all sorts of things. Let's take a scenario for an example. There was a guy, he was actually online saying all sorts of things about a particular company. That they are fake, the network is not always going, they should give me my money, blah blah blah, and the likes. And at the end of the day, he now went for interview in that same company, no. And you know, once you are applying, they will ask you, there's some companies that ask you for your social media page. They'll tell you to include it. Before you know, they have gone to your social media page, you start looking at things you do, people you talk to, and the likes. And there are some things that you feel like, oh, I've deleted it and nobody has the information again. You're joking. They play. You're hearing they play, that's the meaning. So someone somewhere might have actually made a screenshot, and there's what we call Wayback Machine also. Once Wayback Machine is used in your social media, it will take them back to your previous posts, everything you've written about, everything you've posted, they will see it. So they now showed the guy, okay, this is not your account. What did you say about our organization? Now you want to come and work here, Mr. Workout. So that scenario, there's nothing you can say to defend yourself. The deed has been done already. So it's very, very important. Once you know you need a formal job. It's not like you want to be doing business only. Even business or political whatever too. There are so many things that people use against people. They'll just go and bring it and show you that was it not you years back that said blah 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 blah, and there's nothing you can do. There's evidence against you already. Then we have practicing good digital hygiene. So always make sure you log out of your account. Avoid public Wi-Fi, like I said before. Always make sure you avoid public Wi-Fi. Doesn't end well. Then always clear your browsing cookies and history. So there are some websites that you visit and they will ask you to accept cookies. You too now, you click accept without reading. So it's always best to reject. Right, it's always best to reject and always make sure you clear your cookies. So once you visit you just go to your, I think, settings, then you see, I think, browsing history and the likes, your cookies cache and the likes. So you can always clear it. Then we have social media safety. Again, think before you post. Before you post anything, think, oh, can this thing be used against me in the nearest future? Even at the present, this is it. Oh, will this post hurt people? Always think of the risk and the effect of what you're about to post. And there are some people, you feel you're just posting your picture on your social media, so there's nothing to be worried about and the likes. So mind you, there's what we call live locations. So there are some pictures, probably you are taking pictures. So there's a particular icon on your camera, I think camera settings, where there is either switch on or switch off your live location. So most of the time, I think it's always either on, but I know I checked mine sometimes ago, it was on, so I had to switch it off. So once you take pictures, there's a way in which they can actually get your live locations from those images, right? Or there's a particular there's a way in which probably on all the social media platforms that you can pick location, and before you know, you are putting location of where you are currently, and probably someone has actually been trying to stalk you or the likes, and before you know, they are at your doorstep. So it's very, very important to always switch off your location also. Then photos, details, and likes. Avoid sharing of sensitive informations that can be used against you, like I said. Then avoid accepting friend requests from people that you do not know. I've seen people's DM on X that they just be telling you all sort of nonsense that they're selling a course, they'll send you link to click. Or LinkedIn self, they'll tell you we are from clinical company, we are looking for blah blah blah. If you are open to work and the likes. Different scenarios. Or even social media, they'll send you friend requests. Even their name. Once you see their name, so you're not even supposed to accept the friend request in the first place. Then learn how to do with cyber stalking also. Learn how to report and how to undo it. So we have careers in cyber security. So in cyber security is very broad. It's very, very broad. So we have, these are just three. We have different different career paths. We have the blue teaming, we have the red teaming. So the blue teaming is known as the defensive part of cybersecurity. So this is more of you trying to protect, trying to monitor cyber attacks. What's the next step that we're going to do? Or you're trying to create a scenario, you're trying to pen test to see if there's any loophole in the organization's network Without them, no, you actually have to get authorization before you can do that. If not, you land in trouble. So it's either the company's maybe CTO or the CISO calls you that, oh, come and pen test without the knowledge of other people, other employees. So you just pen test and see if there's any loophole. Then also we have okay, so in the blue teaming we have SOC, Security Operations Center. So like I am a Security Operations Centers analyst. So all I do is monitor for security breaches, investigate, look for incidents, alerts that comes up, try to mitigate, contain, and the likes. Then we have GRC, that's governance, risk, and compliance. So if you're someone that actually likes documentation very well and you like reading, GRC is for you. Or you actually studied law in school and like, so it's more of best practices, documentation, PCI DSS, ISO 27001, and the likes. So you might be thinking, oh, what am I saying? So that's just more of GRC. So if you are someone that likes documentation, you can go for GRC. Then we have the red teaming. Like I said, the red teamers. So those ones are pen testers and the likes. We also have cybersecurity engineers. We have system security engineers. So these ones, they are the ones that actually build security tools and ensure system integrity. Also, we have cloud engineers. So we have Google Cloud, we have AWS, we have Azure. So we have people that are even multi-cloud analysts. They are very good with the three. Because now people don't save their data on-prem, they now save it in the cloud. So that's why we actually need all this on cloud analysts to help us secure our data in the cloud. So how can you actually start a career in cybersecurity? So one is education. You can obtain a degree in cybersecurity, in computer science. I think there are some universities like in FUTA and the likes that actually offer cybersecurity. So you can go to the universities to obtain a BSc cybersecurity, or you can apply for cybersecurity fellowships online. So we have Cyber Girls, we have Cyblack, we have Tech for Dev, we have so many platforms. So you can just go on LinkedIn, search cybersecurity internships and the like. You see them, free internships. So the good thing is there are so many resources online, like a whole lot of resources online. So it's only if you don't want to get anything done that you give excuse that, I don't know where to start from, I don't have a mentor, I don't know what to do, and you're just there. There are so many resources that has how to start a career in cybersecurity, introduction to cybersecurity, fundamentals of cybersecurity. So many platforms. We have Cisco Network. LinkedIn too has cybersecurity course. Udemy, Coursera, like it's a whole lot. Even YouTube, if you just sit down and say, okay, it's only YouTube resources I want to be using. You see networking courses. You see a whole lot of resources are online. So all you have to do is grab it and make use of the best. So the good thing about tech is just have that skill. Once you have the skill, they won't even ask for your certification. They won't ask for your certificate, your school certificate. I have so many friends that don't even have BSc and they are earning way better than I am. And even though I didn't even study cybersecurity in school, I'm working for a financial institution. So, like, can you just imagine? I didn't study cybersecurity in school, but I'm working for a financial institution. So, all you have to do is have that skill. All they need you to do, just have that skill. That's all. Before you know, you get offers, you get entry level jobs, and before you know, you start upscaling. Then, two is experience. Very, very important. That's why I said skill, having that skill and experience is very, very important, because if you want to get entry level jobs, they want to see what you have done before. So that's where all these free internships comes in. Do free internships, do projects, make sure you are very serious. And all these free internships too, they give you that platform for employers to see you. They create that platform. I've seen so many of them do side career fair, career something, career fest, or yeah, career fest, in which they invite different companies, and all they have to do is do interview. They'll schedule interview between you and the companies, and if you pass, before you know, you are employed. So it's actually like a very, very great avenue for you. So always make sure you follow people. Networking, very, very important. Always make sure you follow people in the field. If there's a particular, if it's cyber security, we have people like Confidence Safely, we have Dr. Ireti, we have a whole lot of people. Even on X, you see them. People that are still students, and you see their profile, you open your mouth, I'm like, God, what was I doing when I was in school? Then we have certifications. We have free certifications, we have paid certifications. Like the free certifications now, we have ISC2 certified in cybersecurity. All you have to do, go online, check how do I write or how do I apply for ISC2 certified in cybersecurity exam. You see on YouTube sef, you see people that will put you through recorded videos that they put you through. There are so many resources. Medium, this thing too. Medium write-ups also. When I did my certified in cybersecurity, when I did my AWS and Microsoft AZ900, I wrote a blog post on Medium on how people can actually use their exams. And to actually pass your exam also. So we have the paid ones also, like CISSP. We have the CompTIA Plus, Security Plus. We have CYSA, like it's a whole lot. And another good thing is that these certifications, okay, the bad thing is these certifications actually cost a lot. You pay in dollars. But once you actually have a job, the companies are always ready to pay, because they know at the end of the day you are still going to use that knowledge to help their organization grow. So they're always ready to pay. So once you pass, just apply and they'll refund your money back. So that's a good thing. And another good thing is the free certifications. You don't have to always pay for certifications. There are free ones that you can always start with. So do we have any questions? Any questions? Timothy Delight, is there any question?
No question.
All right, thank you. Oh, I'm just seeing Delight's password. Yeah, this is nice. Thank you. So yeah, so we've come to the end of our introduction to cybersecurity.
Thank you so much, Teslimat. Like you watered us down with a lot of cybersecurity app. So thank you so much. I was able to get a lot. Yes, protecting your online presence. I could remember also during way back then also my Facebook account, it was hacked also. Why? Because I wasn't protecting it very well. I think the password I used, can you hear me? Okay, the password I used was very guessable. I used my name, so it was easy for them to actually guess it. And the person, I think the person that hacked it was overseas, because the name I saw was Kelvin Berenson. How did I immediately change to Kelvin Berenson? So it took a lot of like meddling and compiling before we were now able to get to my actual account again. So yes, protecting your online process is very, very important. So thank you so much, Teslimat. Timothy and Delight have no questions, right? They have no. All right. Thanks everyone for joining. So we'll continue our session again tomorrow. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.